from YouTube's reckoning, commenters. When YouTube is in ashes, you have my permission to unsubscribe.
Hello everybody, my name is JohnnyFerno, and welcome to Death Battle! Bane versus Venom. Now, this is another Marvel versus DC Death Battle, and we all know how popular those are. That can be taken both in a good sense and a bad sense, because good because people love comparing the two, and bad because some people can be very tired, like, oh, another Marvel versus DC fight, oh my god, like, call the fanboys already, someone is bound to be pissed off. Now, when it comes to what I think of these characters, you can both guess that from that hilarious intro that I do know about Bane, for both good and bad. Bad because my first real outing and viewing of him was in Batman and Robin. I was young and I was foolish, don't judge me. And good because my second big viewing of him, quick note, I did not watch the original Batman animated, sorry. But yeah, good because my second viewing of him was in the Dark Knight movie, The Dark Knight Returns, and opinions differ on what people think of that movie. I think it was good, and yes, sometimes it was like, I'm lucky that I'm Danish, so in my country when we buy the DVDs we get subtitles right away, and I'm kind of happy for that because, yeah, Bane is pretty well played, but sometimes
it can be very hard to know really what is the kind of thing he's saying, and but on a side note, it's very easy to parody him.
But I think only if you can truly do the voice justice, not me. When it comes to Venom, my boy Venom, now that is where a guy I know. I watched the original, not the 80s cartoon, but I watched the Spider-Man the animated series, and say what you want about it, I love it. I love the Spider-Man animated series. I grew up with it, I watched it, and I loved it. It was funny, it was dramatic at some points, but also very, of course, action-filled, showing off all of Spider-Man's amazing villains that I did not know about before watching it. And Venom was among the best. Like, one of my favorite arcs of the Spider-Man animated series was when Spider-Man and Venom had to team up to take on the newest villain in the roster, Carnage. That was one of my favorite arcs in the show, and I have many favorite arcs in that show. So yeah, if I had to pick one of these two, I have to go with Marvel, with Venom, because he's just freaking cool. And this is kind of another Hulk versus Doomsday thing, where it's very much based on brute strength. But the thing is that I used to think that Bane was only muscle and no brain, but as The Dark Knight Rises shows, and from many other sources I have heard and read, Bane is actually pretty clever. He is pretty intelligent and strategic. So that is definitely going to play. And with Venom, he has his brute force, but then Venom also has his weapon powers. So they each have that brute strength, but then another thing that can give them a certain edge. So it's exciting to see what kind of thing that these Death Battle makers are going to put these two into. So let us not wait anymore, my dear friends, and let us just begin. We're watching Death Battle, Venom versus Bane. 3, 2, 1, go!
We haven't really done the best job with our merchandise recently, and we really want to be able to give our community new stuff that they'll enjoy.
And you've got an impressive resume, so if you think you can handle it, the merchandise director job is yours.
Great to be here, Mr. Hines. I won't let you guys down.
Excellent. The first thing you'll need to tell our community about is our first membership.
What's that?
Well, Rooster Teeth First is kind of like our subscription service for the RT website, the mobile app, and the Xbox
is this the thing that
Apple
where,
TV.
for example, you can get to watch Death Battle early?
You get access to videos early, exclusive content, everything's ad-free, and one membership works across all brands on the website.
What's your plan for the promotion?
Well, I was thinking I'd just put this up on, the internet. Did you know it's a film crew?
Ha!
All right, I'll see you around the water cooler.
Alright, don't you?
Just one more thing. If it doesn't work out, we're gonna have to eat you.
You gonna eat the puppet? Nice editing there.
Hey, you there. Sign up for First
Hey, you there. Sign up for the subscription so you can go and watch the early videos and all that extra content on Screw Attack. I don't know if that was a New Yorker accent at all.
Every champion of justice inspires others, whether they mean to or not.
And sometimes that inspiration creates your worst nightmare.
That is actually
Venom,
true.
The ultimate antithesis to Spider-Man.
Venom was
And Bane,
partially created
the
because
early
of,
genius who broke the
can't
bank.
remember his
He's
name,
whizzing on
his hatred
Rooster.
of Spider-Man.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh yeah, I forgot Bane also has that Venom thing that makes
The
him more
word
powerful.
symbiosis refers to two organisms living in beneficial harmony.
That was so
such
cool.
as when two beings bond over an obsessive, psychotic desire to kill Spider-Man.
Eddie Brock was an up-and-coming journalist on the brink of national success when life decided to just shit all over him.
Oh yeah.
One day, Eddie published an article incriminating a man he thought was a serial killer. However, that very same day, Spider-Man caught the real killer, publicly shaming Eddie.
Oh, shit.
As a result, Eddie's company fired him, his father disowned him, and his wife left him. Also,
Oh my
he
God.
had cancer.
Damn, talk about a bad day. Understandably pretty upset about it, Eddie blamed Spider-Man for ruining his life. This led to his fateful meeting with a weird black gooey alien. Remember Gag from the 90s? It's just like that, except
This is-
alive and evil.
Like a demonic version of it.
This was a symbiote from the planet Clintar, an alien species with one goal: to grow stronger by fusing with a living host. I know that sounds intimidating and almost parasitic, but the Clintar people are naturally a peaceful race. However, they often inherit their host's traits and personality. This symbiote in particular had previously bonded with a violent alien bent on genocide and a costume superhero everybody knows as Deadpool.
That crazy
Wait, what?
lunatic? Oh, there's no way this symbiote is sane after that.
It wasn't.
Wait, seriously?
Afterward, it bonded with Spider-Man, who experienced this rage and lunacy firsthand.
Oh,
Horrified
yeah,
by
that
this,
part.
Spider-Man eventually discarded the symbiote. Unaware the alien had determined Spidey was its ideal host and became obsessed with him.
Much like bar trash Cindy that
Oh,
sometimes
God.
you go home with but never really want to see her again. So what do you
South
get when you
Park.
combine an angry man and a black goo monster both hatefully obsessed with the same guy? Most just call
Especially
him
the noise that I
Venom.
made.
Did you know Eddie came up with the name Venom because he felt he was spewing venom from the tabloids he worked at?
Seriously?
Really?
I give that origin a 3 out of 10.
Ah.
Thank God the name's cool at least, and Venom's abilities are even cooler. He's insanely
Looking like the
strong,
teeth
ridiculously
coming.
agile, and has a fast-paced healing factor. He can power through bullets
Especially
with
that
no
noise
problem at
was
all.
amazing.
Plus, the symbiote carries some of the abilities of its previous owners, including Spidey. That means he can climb on walls and shoot webbing strong enough that Spidey himself can't break through.
like a more
Technically
violent
speaking,
version of
Venom
Spider-Man.
simply reproduces the webbing effects via one of his more useful powers, shape-shifting. This symbiote can act as a liquid, allowing it to increase Venom's size for intimidation, or even mimic Eddie's everyday clothing for discretion.
Not to mention, Venom can morph into a wingsuit to glide through the air.
That I did not
isolate
know.
and purge toxins from its host's body, straight up turn invisible, or even just sprout spikes for simple stabbing weapons.
So that's where
With his
Carnage got it
abilities
from.
seemingly limited only by his twisted imagination, Venom has tangled with many of his world's heavy hitters.
Jesus.
He's defeated Spider-Man without having a host, resisted Ghost Rider's penance stare, and shaken off the Hulk's infamous thunderclap. That's right, he's even taken blows from the likes of the Juggernaut and the Hulk.
Even if Venom does
Did
get
not know
injured,
that.
the symbiote can rapidly heal its host. From broken bones,
Hi,
impalement through
Carnage.
the chest, or even blasts from an anti-tank rocket. He's also so speedy that he can catch up to bullets in mid-flight. But if he doesn't feel like it, he'll just take the shot and spit it back with deadly force.
He's strong enough to bust down metal doors with his fists,
I
tear
love
apart
Spider-Man's
large
villains.
military
They're
trucks,
so cool.
or throw cars several blocks away.
I mean, part of that's gotta be Brock. Have you seen how much that dude can lift?
Most impressively, Venom once held up a giant carnival ride similar to a Ferris wheel, even after getting struck by one of his worst weaknesses,
Oh.
a sound gun.
A sound gun?
Oh, right, I
That's pretty
forgot
lame.
Venom has always
Oh,
had a
like,
thing
I can
with
just
sound
beat him if I
vibrations.
scream really loud?
With enough sound or literal firepower, yes, you could force the symbiote to expose the vulnerable host underneath. Though I should note that repeated exposure has helped Venom build up some tolerance.
Ah, okay.
Also, while the symbiote is highly versatile, Venom is not exactly a strategist. Unsurprising
Oh, no,
given
it's
his
not.
apparent insanity.
I like being bad. It makes me happy.
The symbiote also requires a diet containing the chemical phenethylamine.
Ferno, what?
What?
You like buy that at the store or?
No, it's found in certain fungi, chocolate, and brain matter, which the symbiote greatly hungers for.
Oh, great! Now it eats brains! God, this guy is literally a living nightmare.
Eddie?
He's zombies.
There's no more Eddie and no more symbiote. Only Venom.
That noise!
In his personal mission to drive crime from
horrible,
Gotham
sorry.
City, Batman has faced dozens of foes, each more vile and cunning than the last.
Batman is one of the best
but
roster
none
of
challenged
villains.
his sheer willpower more than the monstrous man called Bane.
The man who
Bane's
broke
life
Batman's
was
back.
screwed from the start. He was born into prison and made to carry out his dead dad's life sentence. Talk about carrying the sins of your
Yeah,
father.
seriously.
I mean, who puts a baby in jail? Couldn't it just, like, crawl through the bars? Did they make a baby jail? So many questions.
The child spent his dawning years in captivity, forced to fend for himself against a cruel and unforgiving world. Then one day, a fateful accident caused something to snap inside him.
I'm guessing his neck.
No, well, it should have. Instead, the boy slipped into a coma where he saw a vision of his future self. A man standing above all other men.
Future self told him he would be second to none, so long as he could conquer the power of fear, which is apparently shaped like a bat. Huh, would you look at that?
Ha!
What are the odds?
When the child awoke, he
Convenience.
began his journey to conquer that fear through the power of bloody murder.
Hell
I
yeah.
forget how
That's
violent
also
some of
when
these
the
comics
prison
can be.
warden called him a Bane to everything holy.
Ah!
And that's why he's named Bane.
Ugh, 2 out of 10. Anyway, it
Some
wasn't
of
long
these
before
names is
Bane
just-
caught wind of a certain bat ruling Gotham City by fear. But he got to work trying to become the ridiculously jacked guy he saw in his dream, so he could take down Batman once and for all.
As he grew up, Bane entered an intense daily workout regimen, not just of his body, but his mind as well. He educated himself in 10 languages, escapology, combat tactics, and several martial arts,
Wow.
including a few he created himself.
Bane pretty much became a legend across the prison, so to remind everybody who was in charge, the warden decided to make an example of him.
See, this place wasn't just a prison. The army of Santa Prisca was conducting tests on human subjects with an experimental formula called Venom.
Because super soldier formulas are all the rage.
The
Yep.
procedure had killed every
I
previous
think after
test
Captain
subject,
America,
but
everyone
Bane
wanted in on that
proved hardier
business.
than expected.
And after he had a taste, Bane wanted Venom for himself.
Oh, yes.
So he faked his own death, punched a few sharks to death, and liberated the
Wait,
whole
what?
prison single-handed. The inmates joined his cause, and he took his new super soldier serum to Gotham City.
Using a special apparatus on his wrist, Bane can administer a dosage of Venom directly into his brain at will. Doing so dramatically increases his muscle mass, turning him into one of Gotham City's most ferocious physical threats.
Yep. I have not played these games yet. I feel like I have to.
Destroyed the Batmobile with his bare hands, jumped off skyscrapers without injury, and lifted loaded armored trucks which weigh tens of thousands of pounds. And then there's the
Ouch.
feat he's most famous for,
Yep.
breaking the back of
Yep.
Batman. But Bane didn't just break bone. He
Break his
literally put
spirit.
poor Batman into a coma.
Well, years later,
That
Batman
too,
might
apparently.
get his revenge. After swapping powers with Superman, he paid Bane a visit and broke his everything.
And somehow, this didn't kill him.
He's one tough son of a bitch, and if he needs it, Bane can crank up his flow of venom for more strength and
Well, there must be
faster
an
healing.
overdose thing, right?
But when he first tried this, it came at a cost.
Turns out, an overdose of Venom can temporarily deteriorate one's mind, turning Bane into a mindless, muscle-bound beast.
And it's also surprisingly
Jesus
addictive.
Christ!
So eventually, Bane swore up
A
the
kid's
stuff
show!
for some
But this only let Bane prove that he is just as dangerous even without the performance-enhancing drug. He's been pelted by dozens of bricks at once,
I don't know
and
why I
taken
laughed at
countless
that.
stabbings and bullets without even reacting. He once cauterized his own wound with a blowtorch,
Ugh.
and even got thrown hundreds of yards by a Elasti-Woman, and got right back up, ready to fight.
Still off the juice, Bane is strong enough to tear down a stone prison wall, casually rip off an armored guy's limbs, and take out dozens of members of the League of Assassins solo.
These
but if he
freaking
really
comics
needs to, he can always fall off the wagon and get back on the Venom.
Bane's absurd power is matched only by his intelligent mind. He possesses a photographic memory, rivals Ra's al Ghul in chess, and deduced the identity of Batman in 1 year when nobody else could figure it out.
Yeah, Bane's pretty ridiculous, but it's no secret that he's at his best when he's got that Venom juice pumping through his veins. Luckily for him, he eventually developed a form of Venom that didn't turn his brain into mush.
Oh,
and
dear.
he then soon got addicted to that stuff all over again.
Still, Bane has proven over and over again that with or without Venom, anyone who crosses him will beg for mercy and receive none.
Oh dear. Oh!
When we fought before, I broke the bat. Today, I break the man.
Now I'm concerned. They didn't
Alright,
really
the
list
combatants
any
are set.
weaknesses
Let's
for
end
Bane
this
except
debate
for that
once and for all.
intelligent
All this strength
degrading
just
Venom,
reminded me
but then
I
they
got
say
a
he
bulk up,
developed a
and the
new
best
better
way to
one,
do it
so
is with a delicious
I am
home-cooked
concerned for
meal.
my Venom.
Now, I'm a man
This
who likes
again.
a good home-cooked meal, but going out to buy or hunt my own food is a hassle. If only there was some way food could be brought straight to me.
Good news, Boomstick. Introducing Blue Apron, the #1 fresh food
I was about to say
delivery
takeout,
service
but
in
this
the
works
country.
too.
Using only the freshest ingredients, Blue Apron delivers a kit of ready-to-cook meals straight to your door, along with easy-to-follow instructions.
Plus, the ingredients are perfectly proportioned, so it cuts down on waste, and you know you're using the right amount. On top of that, you can log into their website and select the upcoming meals that sound good to you, like the spicy shrimp coconut curry with cabbage and rice.
Plus, it does feel rewarding cooking new and exciting meals right in your own home. But don't just take our word for it. We want you to try it.
Because you're watching Death Battle, you can get 3 meals free with free shipping by heading to blueapron.com/battle.
Seriously, you will love how good it feels and
Nah, me
tastes
and my
to
family are
make
already getting our own
incredible meals
crates.
with Blue Apron. So don't
Remember the name of the
That's
place we're getting it from, but yeah.
blueapron.com/battle.
But right now, it's time for a Death Battle!
Alright, Venom. Oh, there might be a chance you lose, but I believe in you. Oh dear.
Step aside, niños.
Oh dear. Okay. Jesus. Oh. There we go.
No, it's something else.
I sometimes forget that Bane is Venom. Or... Sorry. I'm sorry, I thought we got Venom, the deep one, not Carnage, the light one. Yeah, in the animated show, this Carnage is the one who was shown as the insane one, while Venom was just mildly insane.
Yummy.
And I just love Venom's design. I don't know, I just really love it. Jesus! Like a true alien.
Oh, your blood's spicy. Delicious.
Yes! Your blood is delicious!
I can't do it. Gee, wombo combo. That was a sucker to the face.
Daddy can punch.
Don't say that out of context. Ow, 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 ow.
So, you fall back on cheap magic tricks, trying to disappear. Yet you don't know how to be truly invisible. Now, I give you permission to die.
You just had to quote it, huh? I was born in the shadows.
Meredith Banks.
All that kind of good stuff. Oh snap.
You're just like all the others. Broken.
Ah snap. Ah snap. Wait, what?
Unbreakable.
Whoa!
What's happening?
Okay. Venom?
Now, what we came for! Up goes the weasel!
My boy!
You! That can't taste good.
Both fighters were intense physical threats, but only one wielded the superior Venom.
Venom had many advantages over Bane. Speed, durability, versatility, and even strength.
Bane's peak strength was at most just enough to lift a 27-ton car. Meanwhile, Venom was strong enough to stop a falling carnival ride and hold it up by himself, even while in a weakened state. Comparing it to similar carnival rides, my very conservative estimate would place this thing weighing around 200 tons.
Way more impressive than anything Bane ever lifted.
Of course, Bane was smarter. However, even if he had deduced Venom's key weaknesses to fire and sound, he wasn't really equipped to take advantage of them.
As for speed, Venom could catch bullets. Even better, he could catch up to bullets in midair. He had to move over 1,500 miles per hour to do that.
Ironically enough, almost twice the speed of sound.
Surprisingly, their durability levels were pretty even. Both have taken hits from Superman-level beings and lived to fight another day.
The big difference being Venom's healing factor was far superior. He could fight on par with Juggernaut, who can make 4.8 magnitude earthquakes with his bare hands.
But it's not like Batman ever needed super strength to knock Bane out cold.
In time, Venom's superior strength, speed, durability, and versatility simply overwhelmed Bane.
Looks like Venom was the real Bane of this fight.
The winner is Venom.
Alright, go Venom. So who is the next one?
Hey, stick around to find out who's coming up next on Death Battle. And if you want to see behind
You're
the
not
scenes
even
commentary on the
teasing
episode,
one of
click
them?
that box and start a 30-day free first membership trial. Thanks for
damn
watching.
it.
Yeah.
Well, here's the next time. Power Rangers? Either Power Rangers or Shazam. But because of recent movies, I think it's Power Rangers. Alright. And yeah! Hey, my boy Venom won! Yeah! That was a cool fight, and learned things about Venom and Bane that I did not know before. Especially Venom. I didn't know he could turn invisible. I don't know if they actually used that in the battle itself, but that's pretty cool. So, yeah. That was a cool battle. I really liked that one. Not just because that my favorite one won, but just because of like the visuals, the information, and analysis, all that good stuff. That was all really cool. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. But as always, my dear friends, thank you all so very, very much for watching. Please tell me in the comments below what you think about this battle, my reaction, and my channel in general. Please tell me both positive and negative, so I can use it all to grow and evolve into a better entertainer for you guys. But as always, my dear friends, thank you all so very much for watching. My name has been JohnnyFerno, and I'll see you guys next time.